G'day, folks. Thinking of going on a cruise? Why cruising? What kind of a holiday are you looking for? These and other questions we'll answer right after this. Well, folks, it's that exciting time. You're looking for a holiday. Where are we going to go? What are we going to do? Are we going to sail? Are we going to go by train? Are we going to go by car? Look, from our point of view, we like cruising. Why do we like it? Because it covers everything. Your accommodation is included, your food is all included, your entertainment is all included, and you wake up in the morning and you're in a different location. All your worries are taken aside. You're just out there to have as much fun as you possibly can. Now, the question is this: having fun, what do we need to do for going on a cruise? What are all the things that make the choice as to which cruise line you go on, or which ship for that matter? First of all, Australians have a lot of choice. Yes, we do have cruising here in Australia, but we also have the opportunity to cruise overseas. Both Ilana and I just came back from a 7-night cruise, or 7-night cruise to the Caribbean. We had an absolute blast. It was our first cruise on a Carnival ship. Now, Ilana and I have done cruising before, as you may or may not be aware. However, these are the things that you need to think about before you take a cruise. And so what we're doing is we're putting a series together. This is the first episode in the series. First thing we want to do is find out how we're going to cruise, where we're going to go, and what way we should be doing it. So first of all, let's take a look. Now, I'm reading from some notes here, guys, because whilst I know everything mentally, I need to remember in what order to put it in. Because for us, cruising is different to the way you might enjoy your cruising. So let's talk about it and see how we go. First of all, you have a choice. Do you choose to sail here in Australia, or do you choose to sail overseas? Next thing, if you're going to cruise, the question is, what port do we cruise out of? More importantly, what's the itinerary? Now, if you're the sort of person that does go for the itinerary, that could be really important, and that could determine which cruise line you're actually going to use and which ship you're actually going to sail on. Talking about ship, you might be the sort of person that goes, you know what, I just like the ships. Is it going to be a Grand Princess, or is it going to be a Pacific Explorer, or is it going to be a Carnival Horizon or the Carnival Luminosa? What's your choice? The next thing we need to look at is which cruise line. Are we going to sail on Carnival, or are we going to sail on Princess? Is it going to be Azamara? Are we going to sail on Oceania, or are we going to look at, say, even Royal Caribbean or Norwegian Cruise Line? This all boils down to one thing. What sort of a cruiser are you? Are you the sort of person that likes to relax and let everything happen? Or are you the sort of person that wants to go and visit different places? All these are important in your decision making. For us, our choices are itinerary. Where does that ship go? Now, we particularly like the Princess Cruise Line because it suits our demographic. However, as I said, we just came off a Carnival cruise ship, the Carnival Horizon. The choice for us was we were interested in the ports of the Caribbean. We'd never been to the Caribbean, so it was an opportunity for us to go on a cruise ship that was going to the destinations we were going to. As well as that, we were going with a bunch of people, so we were in a group cruise. That was important for us. We are looking at going on another cruise in March. Guess what? It's on the Grand Princess, one of the Princess lines. Why are we picking that? Couple of things. Number one, we like the cruise line. Number two, we're picking it because of the destinations. We're leaving from Melbourne, our doorstep. We're sailing up through to Sydney via another port called Eden. It's close. It's a 3-day cruise. It's an opportunity for our family to get together. This is the reasons why we've chosen this particular cruise. Your decisions are up to you. You make your choices. I'm going to say research the cruise that you want to go on. Research the ships. For example, Carnival is the fun cruise. It's for people who want to let their hair down, have a party all night, every night. Holland America, well, we've not sailed on Holland America, but we do know that the type of demographic is one that's a little more reserved. And yes, they do like to have fun, but they like to go to different ports, and also their food is great. Same thing with the Princess. Again, the demographic is slightly different. The people there, much like ourselves, like to bring our families along if we can. And if there's young kids, there's opportunity for them to have fun and play around. But for us, the cruise is geared to the way we are. So research your cruise lines. I haven't sailed on P&O, but I do know that it is the Australian cruise line, and it is, well, that's P&O Australia, by the way, and it is very much to the Australian ethos, and it is a low-budget cruise line. They also have some very exciting things, like they've got comedy sails, and they've got an excursion or a sailing that brings them down to Melbourne for the tennis, the Australian Open. So you need to make the decision as to what you want to do. Research your cruises, your cruise lines, and research the itineraries that you want to do, and make sure that you are comfortable with what you have chosen. Hey, even if you make a mistake, a bad cruise is better than a hot day at work. That's my opinion. Have a great day, and we'll catch you around the traps.